Oh, that's fighting talk.
Is it working now?
Yeah, we're good.
So can I look good now?
Yeah, you can. You look fine, Jam. You look like, you're out here winning in life. You look like $1,000,000.
You crazy guy. What's happening?
Damn. So, I mean, like you said, you can tell people where we're at. Yeah?
Yeah, we are in Harare, Zimbabwe. Huh?
Fighting Talk coming to you, not live, but we're out here in Harare, Zimbabwe.
Highlands
with
House, you know.
Highlands House Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're out here with the one and only Themba, the answer, Gorimbo.
This guy.
But yeah, you...
Yes, my brother. Welcome to Zimbabwe, by the way.
Thank you.
First
Thank
time
you so
here.
much. Yeah, it is.
It is first time. Thank you. Welcome to Zimbabwe.
Yeah, so it was actually like such a, even the way it happened, because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
From how we were talking from beginning, we were talking about like obviously like doing stuff in the future.
Yes.
And then the next time I messaged you, you're like, yo, come through actually this side,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
yeah.
we were supposed to do it in South Africa, but like I told you, behind the scenes,
off the record,
I have to try and avoid certain things in certain places now, not because I'm like what, but like energy. Sometimes you gotta trust that sixth sense in your brain, and God give you the sixth sense, the guts. So I just didn't feel like comfortable to be in certain places. So I was like, come to Zimbabwe. I'll sort out everything. Let's go.
Dang. But yeah, you're glowing. Even from the second time that I saw you.
Really, it's the Miami weather. I
It's
bath
the
once a
beach,
week.
It's the waves. It's the
it's the weather. I bath once a week, by the way. Now I made a funny video. I was like, I'm glowing. My skin is, I'm always very dark before,
Yeah.
But like you can see, my nose is coming out.
Now we can see the complexion now.
It's changing. It's life, man. Life is life. I have to keep working hard, though,
But yeah, it really
But
is.
it's because my skin is changing because I stay in the gym completely almost 24 hours. It's not because of anything. I don't get exposed to the sun most of the time when I'm there. Some days I don't even go outside even just for anything,
Yeah, you did say like you even starve yourself from like seeing the sunlight.
Yeah, I call it sun fasting, where I don't want to see the sun at all. But now I'll be forced to see the sun whether I like it or not. Because now I'm not in the gym I'm living like...
You're doing this life thing now.
No, now I live at a house, nice, Miami lakes. So now I have to drive to the gym,
Yeah. If someone were to tell you your fight was in Feb, the first one.
The first one is in February, yeah.
Yeah, the first fight was in Feb. If someone were to tell you that your life would be this way later on in August, in the same year, it would take a turn for this way, how would you have taken that? That you'd meet The Rock, that you do this for your village, you'd be able to do this. How would you feel?
I trust my guts and I trust my feelings. And if you go and look, when I lost that fight in Las Vegas, the first one, straight after that fight, when I decided to move to go to Miami and training there, go look at the post that I posted there. I said, my life is about to change. I kept posting that and I said, my life is about to change. Like, I had the feeling already.
Yeah.
Just because of that one fight that was coming, and people thought I'm crazy. How can your life be changing with the second fight? But I have these guts, I have these feelings within me that I know what will happen kind of like in the future. It sounds scary sometimes, but if you go and check, I can check for you so you can see. There was a song like, while we're talking, I'll show you. When I posted with Colby, I was saying the song that was behind there, it's called My Life Is About to Change by Fireboy from Nigeria. And I had the guts and feelings in my heart that something very weird is about to happen. Like when you just see things and things are just happening differently within you, and I don't know, man. I don't think it's a feeling.
You just had a feeling.
It's something that I cannot explain because, I don't know how to explain this. Yeah. You have to kind of like be in that moment to feel that moment so that you can understand that moment, that what I'm trying to say here. Because honestly, like, look here. Let me read for you. I mean, you can read for the people. This is on the 29th of April before my fight. Read that.
My reading's not good. I'll just post it. I'll post
No, no,
it. I just
no.
want to see.
Read.
Damn, Themba, you're putting me under the spotlight. My life is about to change for the better. This is the picture that you have posted with Colby Covington.
Colby Covington, yes.
My life is about to change for the better. On the 20th of May, 2023, I will show up and show off.
Yeah.
God has his plan for me, and they are to succeed. I feel this feeling every single day. It's a feeling I cannot explain. It's a feeling that I pray everyone gets to feel.
It's a thing that I was feeling the whole time when I was about to fight this fight, you know, like
The second one, that is.
yeah, it's like a weird feeling, and I just had this feeling, and I put it out to the universe, and look at me now. Look at me now.
Look at me now.
I've not made it, but I'm grateful that I am here in this level where I am at. I've not made it to the belt. I will become the champion. But like I always say to you, whether I make it or I don't, I've already made it in life. In this whole thing, I've made it in life. To just be in the USA.
In terms of how you pictured your life, you feel like you've made it
These
right now.
guys would die to just be in the USA. You understand? Like they would kill to be in the USA. Or to just be in my position, even with that first loss. To just be in that position to be with a loss, but you're in the UFC. You gotta be grateful of that and understand that, I'm blessed to just be here in this position, But am I satisfied? Do I want to settle for this? No, I want to become the champion in the UFC. And I'm grateful because now I can focus on my training. I can focus fully on what matters, full-time athlete now. And I pray to God that, he leads me on a path that will get me to become the UFC welterweight champion so that I can inspire the whole world, man. I feel like I'm that guy,
2024 is still the goal?
Yeah, so I look at 2024, but having to chat with some people, and even now when I met Dwayne Johnson, having to chat with him, he told me something that was very important. Is like, just trust the process, Don't rush it.
Don't put a timeline to it.
Yeah, don't put a timeline to it. Don't rush it. Just trust what's happening. Trust the process. You'll get there. Sometimes, like I might say 2024, who knows what can happen this year?
True.
My coach said 2025. Coach Valverde said 2025. And I think 2024, next year, I'll become the champion. But like after having a chat with people that have achieved great success in their lives, like Dwayne Johnson, now I look at it this way, I put a timeline in my head. God has his own timeline.
You have a vision board even.
Yeah, I do have a vision board. You have to write those things down. If you want to make it in life for certain things and you have a certain belief in yourself, it's not just like, I'm going to walk around with confidence, I'm going to walk around with things. And sometimes you got to write it down, because when you write it down, you are going to achieve those things. Even Dwayne Johnson was inspired by my things that I write down, He was like,
you showed him?
Yeah. You two come out when the video comes out, you'll see,
Because I know you have a book.
Yeah, I do have books. Okay. I have lots of books.
Yeah.
The
black one, the black book.
Yeah, that one is only when I'm in fight camp, Okay. I have now like 3, but I have always done this my whole entire career, actually. I wish I could get my small book that I had where I wrote down like 10 years ago that I'm going to be EFC champion and I'm going to be UFC champion. I'm not yet the UFC champion, but I will be.
One of them is materialized. Yeah.
Yes, I will be. And I didn't even have a passport then when I wrote these things down. And it's just like, I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed in a way, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful. And that's why, I don't feel like I have room for negativity. Obviously, I'm a human being. If the people try to draw emotions out of me, I'm a very emotional person. Like even at Adesanya, I saw the video when he was saying, we were talking, and then I told him, hey man, I cried a few times when they were interviewing me for the Dwayne Johnson video, and when they were interviewing me, they were asking me who inspired you and stuff like that, and I told them about Adesanya when he beat Alex Pereira. I cried, when I was talking about that, because it was really it moved you. It moved me when he had that speech, and
the happiness one there, if you can just feel.
Yeah, so he actually sent the videos like, hey Themba, we are men, we are supposed to cry.
I saw you posted that.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's I have these feelings, and I tell them the way they are, and yeah, man, it's life.
Dang, tell me about life in Miami. We'll get into Dwayne and Stylebender later on, but tell me about life in Miami since the last time I saw you. Because, like, from there, you were fresh out of win, and obviously just, like, in the high emotions of, like, feeling and celebrating the win. Tell me how it's been now. Do you have a fight booked? Are you in camp? How's the life in Miami right now?
You know, like since after that fight, you know, I went back home obviously when we did that interview in thing, and then been chilling and just relaxing and enjoying the moment, but obviously training, and then went back to Miami. Once I'm in Miami, it's my safe haven. There, I'm training. I'm not there to have a good time, you know. I'm there to train and working
it's not
hard.
a time here.
No, so I was there working hard, training hard, nothing much, and you know, I'm in shape to fight. I'm ready to fight, you know. Like even now, when I saw the Rachmanov, Kevin Gastelum pulling out.
You wanted to jump in?
You know, I want to tell you something. I'll put it out now on this interview. I feel like I'm going to be the first guy to beat Rachmanov.
Dang.
I'm telling you.
Because he is undefeated.
For some reason, even for this fight, when this fight was booked, I said to myself, if Kevin Gastelum pulls out, I want to step in. But you know, I'm here in Zimbabwe now. I can't, you know. And also, like, I know now, but I know me and Rachmanov's path will cross. And I know I will beat him. I'm going to be the first guy to beat him. That I'll tell you. For some reason, it's that guy that you just have a feeling that you're going to fight him.
Our paths are going to cross, yeah.
Yeah, for some reason, I just have that feeling that me and him, our path is going to cross, and I'm going to be the first one to beat him. To give him his first loss in MMA. That's what I think. That's how I feel. And when I saw that, I almost messaged my manager, but I was just like, Themba, don't react.
Calm down. Yeah.
Don't react.
Let me calm down.
You know, calm down. Do your thing, what you came here to do. Because I was willing to even take a plane straight away and go back to Miami, you know.
Dang.
So, because I know I'm in shape to fight, my coaches know that, but also like, we had a discussion with my coaches, and like, Themba, you also don't want to fight top guys for the same contract that you are on now. You know, get paid a little bit of cheddar to fight the top guys. So you gotta be smart. I don't do it for money, but obviously, you know, if you have to put your coaches through stress for something and the manager through stress for something, because it's not an easy fight. So you better, it's better for them to get well compensated, you know. Yeah. So yeah.
Has there been anything different in terms of like what you're keeping up with at like in Miami? How's the relationship with Colby? Are you guys still training together?
Yeah, still training together. Actually now, when I went back now, I've added so many things now. Like let's say my conditioning, I used to do in the group classes. Now that I have a little bit of money from the previous fight, you know me, I like to push, but I like also to push differently, you know, with the coach on the side, only focusing on me. So now I have one-on-ones when in terms of conditioning, then I also can afford now to pay another coach for doing only my strength, so I don't get too much injury, so I work on my strength also. So that has been the biggest difference. And also I do like 2 times one-on-ones as well now on boxing, kickboxing, and MMA, you know. So like, it's just been a blessing that I got to the point where I'm comfortable doing certain things, you know, because it's expensive, man, to be in America. To pay for these things, it's expensive, but, you know, I'm grateful that I am in a position where I can pay for these things now, you know, and I feel like, you know, the sky is now the limit. It's me to fail me, you know, like if I focus on me and being positive and going towards my goal and my journey and my dream, I feel like I'll achieve them. But if I focus on many other different avenues and stuff like that, I'll throw myself down the drain.
You'll get derailed, Like, it's really just positive, like, to see, man, and inspiring in terms of, like, seeing from where you were, just even from beginning of the year versus to where you're at now.
Yeah.
You know? With the amount of things that happened and with everything that's just continuing to happen and what's about to happen, you know? But yeah, so let's get into Izzy first. So you're saying, do you have a relationship with Izzy in terms of like a personal one?
Yeah, he's my brother. That one. And you know, like people, I wanna explain this because like people think that I say I support Izzy because it's about to fight Dricus or whatever. I think that I am how do I say it? Because the word does not exist really in my books.
Okay.
In other people's books, people think that, you know, I'm jealousy or whatever, or envious whatsoever, because I've had people messaging me about it that, yeah, you're supporting Izzy, you should support. I do not. It's not about that. For me, it's about someone I can relate to, and someone that I like personally. You like someone that you like, right? You're not forced to like someone.
True.
I do not dislike Drikas. I like Drikas too. I am inspired by what he has done to be where he is at, because I have trained with Drikas. So it just gives you also that thing and say, oh,
That
if this guy,
motivation,
yeah, you can also like be like, if this guy can do it, I can do it too. That's what you get. Yeah, I come from the same organization. He works hard. I work hard,
yeah.
and people must know this, that I'm not saying I love Adesanya just because of this situation. Obviously, like with the situation where he had that interview, what he said, it was wrong, and I didn't like that also myself, because also it's a journey to get to the UFC, and it's a very hard journey. And when you get there, no matter where you are from, like you want to be also honored for what you have done,
True.
It's tough to get to the UFC. But like, long story short, we all make mistakes in life. If we can admit them, like even now before this interview, I was watching that thing that says, Adesanya says he was wrong when he was questioning Robert Whittaker's ethnic, where he comes from, his New Zealand origins. Yeah, you have to come out and sometimes and just say, I'm sorry. It's not ego or anything, but the problem is like, sometimes we are surrounding ourselves with people that will just try to boost our ego as people, and we don't admit when we are wrong for our own boost and egos and stuff like that, and we try to protect ourselves. And you know what? In this time and age, there is videos. What we say on the internet stays. And
Definitely.
like you saw, like people now, they say, this is what you 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 say. You cannot undo the words.
Yeah.
You understand? So long story short, I have a relationship with Adesanya. I talk to him, like even now when after the interaction with them, I was uncomfortable too, when he was saying, what's up? It's not comfortable in a room full of white people and you are saying, what's up? It's very, the N-word. It's very uncomfortable, For me, that one I didn't like, but I understand where he was coming from. That one I was like, I was like,
You felt it. You
yeah,
felt some type of way about it,
And I saw him after that at the after party, and we had an interaction. They were partying the whole night, so I said to them, by 2 a.m. I was so tired. I was like, guys, I'm leaving.
Nightlife is not for you.
No, I said to them, I'm leaving, Then they were like, Themba, you leaving? Why? Leon Edwards was there, Rude Boy was there, Blood Diamond was there, my countryman.
Yeah.
So like, it was very like, it was very good to just see them, and we talked there. Leon does not. These days Leon looked at me a little bit funny, but I understand where he's coming from. Because I train with Colby. He's fighting Colby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he looked at me a little bit funny, but it is what it is. It's life. I understand. I would also do the same thing, But and also we're in the same division.
True. And also, Colby or Leon?
Obviously, I'll go with Colby. Yeah, it's a tough fight, but I would go with Colby. He's hard. He is very hard.
Is it?
And he wears big gloves, but he's hard, man.
Is that fight going to happen in November? Because
I'm not sure, man. I'm not aware of that. Those things are kept, like the the best kept secrets. Like if they are at that level, guys keep a little bit of a secret,
But everyone at MMA Masters is training hard.
The thing Colby trains all the time like that, so you don't know if he's preparing for a fight or not, And also like, if the information leaks, if he tells me and I tell you now, the information leaks.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're fighting in Madison Square Garden or Abu Dhabi, I don't know. But
you got Colby on that one.
I would like Colby to win the belt, And like, what's funny? People think that, why you want Colby, but you said you want to be a champion. His shine does not dim my shine. His shine is greater than mine, even now, right now, as we speak. And secondly, I cannot also live under the shadow. I have a dream and a goal, and I have to say it out loud so that the universe gives it to me one day. 2024, 2025, it does not matter when it happens. But if I just hold my cards within myself and say, then I'm being fake, you know. Even also Kobe will be like, what are you doing here in America? Then if your goal is not to be a champion, go back to Africa. You know, like this is what Coach Viveda says. Like Kobe will tell you, hey, go back to Africa. Then if you're not trying to aspire to be a champion, you are not a good training partner.
Dang.
Because then you're not getting the best of you. You just want to be a number in the UFC. So like, for those that will ask, no, I'm not like that. I'm not like everybody. He will become a champion, in my opinion, and life will take a turn. Like people do whatever. Maybe goes up to middleweight, goes down to lightweight. What happens? Whatever happens, happens. You know, or I go up to middleweight, I go down to lightweight. But middleweight, I'll do one day. Middleweight, I'll do one day.
You see that in your future?
Yeah, one fight.
One fight?
Yeah. I got somebody I want to fight there.
Oh.
No,
Damn.
yeah. No, I wanna fight middleweight in the future. Definitely.
Yeah.
Also, I'm growing. I'm bigger now. I'm
Weight
tall.
cut-
I'm
weight
tall
cut is
enough.
becoming a bit difficult now.
No, it's not difficult. No,
Okay.
it's very easy. But you know, I know I'm gonna come up to middleweight for one shot,
Yeah.
one fight. For one fight. I mean, I didn't want to, but I want to now.
Nah.
Yeah.
How do you like in terms of talking about weight? How do you maintain that? In terms of like keeping a balanced diet, do you do your own diets? Like, do you have a meal prep?
Oh, so you know what's funny? God bless me with the fight dietitian. The same guy that does Leon Edwards, the same guy that does... No. The fight dietitian is like the guy that does all the champions.
For someone outside?
Volkanovski. Yeah, he's from Australia.
Okay.
Volkanovski, Leon Edwards, Adesanya. And he reached out to me like recently. He's like, hey, I want to sponsor you as your thing.
Dang.
So like, and you know, I'll be honest, man. When I used to look at these guys, I'm like, fuck, I was so jealousy a little bit there. I'm like,
Because you also want to shit
no, yeah. Someone just tells me what to do properly,
Yeah,
and you
how
know,
to eat.
to increase your chances of success on this sport, you have to do everything right. And one thing that was missing now was
Diet.
someone telling me what to eat. So when this guy reached out, I was like, I even told him, I said, bro, you don't understand. I really want. Then he's like, no, for free for you, you know. He's like, it's like for free for you. I don't want anything. So I'm quite happy, man. I'm happy for that. So
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah, no. But it's crazy because I always used to, you know, I even followed them on Instagram, right?
This is how you plotted now. Like,
No, I followed them on Instagram. Then they were posting and in my heart, I'm like, I really want to be part of this, you know. They unfollowed them. Like legit, I unfollowed them because I was like, it's like eating you inside. You want to be part of that, you know. Because, you know, like look at Volkanovski, you know.
Yeah, he's like
the way they do his stuff, man. I was like,
untouchable now.
Then now the guy reached out to me, so I'm like, you know, what a blessing this life is. So I'm
Damn, that's
excited
crazy,
for what
man.
the future holds. Yeah.
So he handles everything that in terms of your carb intake.
Yeah, I actually need to do some blood tests now and send to them. Then they're gonna do whatever when I need to eat, whatever. Yeah, man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that.
Dang, Themba, like everything is just falling into place. It's like a puzzle, you know. Everything is just like falling into place, man. Like in terms of in your life.
It's God.
Nah.
It's God. I believe in God now too much. Not too much. It's never too much if you believe in God.
More now or what? Like
You don't want to say that.
Has been
You don't want to say that because it feels like if you say I believe more now, you know, it's like maybe you never believed before. You know, of course, there was a point in time in my life when I didn't believe in God. You know, I'm human and you go through paths but like I give everything to God, man. Like I told you, my sixth sense, it's God. Yeah. He always tells me what to do, and I'm very grateful, man. No, that man looks after me very well.
For the wonders that you do. Nah.
Yeah, no, he looks after me.
And like that you do, and like that he does through you.
Yeah, so I feel like I'm a vessel. That's the best way to say it.
Yeah.
He uses me for what he wants me to do, you know. Like, let's say now I'm in Zimbabwe, there's a kid called Louis, whatever. I saw he's been posting and stuff like that about, he wants to go to some country, France. You need to raise this type of money. And obviously, I was trying to help him in the background. And so when he started posting that, and I got a little bit irritated because I don't like when people trying to force me to do things and try to. But
Force your hand.
yeah, force my hand. But now, even now, I'm reaching out to the guys here because I can feel the love here in Zimbabwe right now. I'm like people want me in different places. I'm like, okay, cool. If you want me to be there, you pay me, and you pay to this guy the money. I can make an appearance for like a certain amount of money. The money goes to the kid. The kid does whatever he wants to do. Hopefully, he gets to France and fight, and fulfill his journey. That's what I'm trying to do now. While I'm here. To make these appearances, obviously non-political because there's elections coming up. So I like to be neutral and just do my thing. Sports and politics
It's not the same avenue.
don't vibe.
But yeah, like, can you talk about in terms of like where does the spirit come from in terms of you being the philanthropist that you are? Like
I'm not that.
Oh,
I just do what
That you
like
can.
I was even angry with this kid. I was even angry with I don't even think what I was supposed to even speak about it, but like I'm just saying like I'm a vessel. Let's say my next fight shows. I know I'm gonna auction them, but I have not had a thought process of what I wanna do with the money. I don't have that right now in my head. So when time is right, God will tell me what I need to do, or something will come up.
Yeah. What are some of the things that you're doing now in terms of? Do you want to speak about that? Like in terms of something that you like? Things
Oh
that
yeah,
you're
we just did now last night. Like we had some groceries and clothes. Went to my village. I saw you. People are happy, man.
Is it?
Like I was supposed to go there.
Was it
like,
the picture that you posted? Happy.
No. Bro, people are happy in my village. Look, the grannies are happy. Everybody's singing and happy because you know what? I had guys going there with the bus and delivered groceries and stuff like that. Like things like this. You can always, like when you do things like this and like some of this, like look how happy they are. It makes me happy. And when I'm happy, like I told you, I'm dangerous as a fighter, like that's what we did now. We're supposed to do another bush pump, but now it's a little bit tricky with what's happening in the country with the elections and stuff like that. And now I have to go through the government because apparently even when I did that one, you need to go through the government.
Okay.
So it's not as easy. And in me, I don't like things that are headaches. I'm on my own path. So we'll do something, but
there's still more that you want to do.
yeah, maybe before my next fight, I'll get some solar panels in my village and a DSTV so that they can watch my next fight.
Cheers, sir.
Oh, I would love to do that because there's no electricity, so I'll get a house, maybe my aunt's house or whatever.
Like a viewing house.
Yeah, a viewing house. Then they go there, watch my fight.
Yeah.
You can only succeed when people are wishing you well because you know what? They know when they are watching, because sometimes they hear via now, Or sometimes they don't even, like someone says to me, Themba, you must understand this. You have not even touched the people that you need to touch yet. Because some people just see you via someone else's phone.
True.
He says you're going to become something that you have to inspire the whole world. But some people just see you via someone's phone and they never get to message you or anything like that. He says you are still like at the core of what you need to do. So like, let's say.
It's only the beginning.
So imagine, I get a TV in my village. I get this whole thing in my village, and when I'm about to fight with a DSTV, man, and they go and watch me fight, the whole village. When people are praying for you to win and succeed, because they know, obviously not everyone is gonna wish you well, but if majority will wish you well, and if that thing they will know that positive spirit, when people that really matter are like happy and excited that okay, cool, that's shorts that he's wearing after he wins his auction, then we probably might bring something to us. They will wish you well, and that's the energy that you want in life. So I'm like,
manifesting something.
Yeah. My village comes first for me, man. Yeah, I wish I was there, but I couldn't get there. Like I don't trust certain people to drive me.
Okay.
Or myself, I can't drive here. So my friend was busy, so I cannot go there with, No. I'm a very, very paranoid person. There's like very few people that can drive me, or I can drive myself. But here the roads are a little bit, I cannot drive in the roads here.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take the chance,
Yeah. Nah, I get it. I get it. But yeah, man. So let's get into the last time we spoke. You explained in terms of the $7. That was the big story.
Yeah.
And after that, someone tweeted about it. Quoted the tweet, who so happened to relate to the story and
Yeah.
offered to help. That someone being Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Yeah.
Then the news broke out that, because like obviously he's a megastar in America. How did you feel in terms of, first, when you saw? Did you see it, or did someone else show you the tweet first? And how did you react?
So basically, what's funny is this: the day I saw the tweet, I was actually here in Zimbabwe. We had just finished doing the borehole, the bush pump in my village,
yeah.
and I was said to the guys, "Let me go shower." As I was going to shower, then my manager says, "Send me a message." One the guy from the management, Jacob, he's like, "Have you checked your phone?" Then I looked at my phone. Oh my God, it was buzzing.
Blowing up.
Yes, like it was buzzing from left, right, and center. So like I was like, oof. You know, like I was in disbelief that Dwayne Johnson had tweeted to me and about that the $7 and stuff like that. And I saw like even now people were thinking that, you know, I saw like, you know, recently something there, a couple of people that don't wish people to do well in life, that feel like envious of people. They were saying, "Oh, Themba, how can he have $7 in his bank account and whatsoever?" It was a coincidence, but it was God. It's something. Because you know what? I had $87, right? I had $87 left. This is what happened. I had $87 left.
Before the fight, or?
That same day that I fought, I had $87. When I woke up at 3 a.m. with flu,
I remember, yeah.
then I was wondering, what must I do? Then that's what I did. What I did is I ordered medication and things that I needed to do for the flu, and it was $80, including the delivery, whatever.
Dang!
Then how much was I left with? $7.49. That's why I still remember the money, because I was like, and we're about to go to breakfast now, and I need to pay for it. Luckily, the coaches paid for the breakfast.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? But like, that's how it happened. Coming to it again, that's God. What are the chances that you get a flu on the day of the fight and you get to speak about the $7 in your bank account? You know, it's God.
Yeah.
You know, so like people that were asking, and also like, you know, I'm not a rich guy, and people think like the other people that were saying, "Oh, he owns a gym, he drives this car, this." You know, I saw a video of a guy, really bitter guy. I pray he gets to be successful in life. I pray he gets to be at peace with himself.
Yeah.
I pray he gets to. Like, it's very sad when someone gets on the internet for something like this, because whatever he said on that video that he was saying, "Oh, Themba's a shitty person," is like, I'm like, bro, I've never had an interaction with you. The only interaction with you I had is with you is like, please, bro, don't film in my gym.
And that's
Get
it.
out. And that's it, you know. Like, he came to my gym. He thinks that Demat owned the gym because he's best friends with Demat.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, best friends, business
close.
partner for
Okay.
that show that they did, RFC. There's how much a show that they did.
Yeah.
So he's best friends with her, like they were business partners with a couple of guys there. So he came there thinking that Demat owns the gym, so he can do as he please. And I said, "Remember, bro, please, man, can you know, it's my place, so you don't come here and just do things with her." So like, I feel like he got very bitter from that interaction, and you know, he carries heavy weight of hate, you know, for anything that is trying to be something than he can ever be, you know. And I feel sorry for the guys, even like, I know that some people that are involved in that whole thing, because some of the stuff that he was saying in the video, like let's say with the money, with this, like let's say some interactions, like, you know, there's certain people that you tell information about what you got. Like let's say behind the scenes I was telling you what I get.
Yeah.
So if I hear this thing going around in South Africa, I will say,
Definitely not.
it's you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like when we like there's no way that some of the information that he said is, so I know there's someone that is involved, you know.
Yeah, you know the point where it leads from.
Yeah, I can like, and I also don't tell a lot of people things like, you know, Like I was telling you even about the whole thing, and then if you hear it from someone else, I'll be like,
You'll know.
yeah, it was you,
Yeah.
you know, Tshuck, you know.
And that's good. That's a good thing to
Yeah,
keep.
so-
In terms of like
so-
a small circle and just
Yeah, so it's very sad, and I pray this guy makes it in life. I don't know, and I pray that he gets deliverance as a person, and because whatever he was saying in the video, like he says, "Oh, the rock, blah blah blah." I don't even want to say it.
Yeah.
And you know, it's not nice because it's never gonna change my situation right now. You know, in other ways, you make a fool out of yourself trying to say and do this and
Speak
do that
bad
and do
about
that.
you,
You know, to speaking better, you're making a fool out of yourself, and people are only going to say like, I mean, obviously there's people that will be supporting what he's saying, right? But if you look at those people, mostly that will be thinking or himself, he's probably in a worse position than I am. And no one up there will feel like they have the time to try and drag somebody's name in mud like that when they feel like that. So it's sad, and I hope this guy gets to make it in life. And I mean, it's not important, but you know, it's a thing that I wanted to say and that I need to say. I hope, like Adesanya says, I hope one day you get to feel this level of happiness, that you rise.
So
you
he
know,
wants-
just one time in your life. But I'm blessed to be able to feel this moment again and again and again and again. You understand?
Yeah.
It's life.
Damn, yeah. But yeah, let's get back to where we're at in terms of because I don't wanna put the spotlight on terms of like other people, you know.
No, I hear you, but sometimes, you know, like we
you
cannot
did wanna have-
always say it's sunshine and rainbows. Sometimes we gotta tell the story the way it is. Like me being broke, I was broke. I didn't have money. When I got to Miami, I had no money because you know what? What happened is people raised money for me to go to Miami. I reached out to some rich people here in Zimbabwe too. They didn't help me, to a point where my own clients even raised the money for me to get to Miami. You know, got there, left with no money, and so I was broke. You know, someone sent me $200, and that was my start. You know, and when you think of these things happening like this, you know, you just feel like, you know, I need to tell this. When you make it, you need to tell it, because you know what? Someone might be going through the same stuff right now, that thing, and they feel like there's no light.
Yeah.
You know, there's no light. No, there is light if you believe and if you have faith and you work hard. And like you say, you don't want to put the spotlight on people. But sometimes you gotta tell the story the way it is and tell the negative and the positive too, because by doing that, you can. It's not like you can enlighten somebody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. I
Yeah.
get you. I totally get you. But yeah, so in terms of now, boom, you see the tweets, your phone's going out crazy. What's the next step? Do you get a DM from Dwayne? Do you like how does
So you cannot get like for me, my Twitter, how it works is like you cannot DM me unless you follow me, or I cannot and it's same as him. So he followed me, then I followed him back, then we started chatting there. Then he says to me, "I'll see you in a couple of weeks."
Damn,
He
this is
says,
one of the biggest stars in Hollywood.
yeah, he says to me, "I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Our teams are in touch. I'll see you in a couple of weeks, brother. Keep working hard until then." Then they tricked me. Because I was supposed to have gone back to South Africa that weekend before.
Okay.
Then I messaged my manager. I'm like, "I'm going back to South Africa." He's like, "No, brother." This is what he says, "Brother, if you're going back to South Africa, you need to be back by the 26th of July."
Okay.
Then I said to him, "Why?" He's like, "No, because the team wants to come and film you." That's what I told them.
Who's the team?
Dwayne Johnson's team.
Okay.
Then I said to him, "Oh, okay, no problem." So I'll book. It's like, yeah, if I was you, cancel your flight, then you go after. Then I say, "Okay, cool, no problem, man." Then I say, "Yeah." Then kind of like felt, oh, maybe it's coming. Then they
set up the interview.
yeah, they tricked me. They say no, he's coming. But I had a gut feeling that he was coming, honestly. But they were in serious faces, man. Like they kept a poker face to me that I didn't believe. Like
Even when it was like behind you, like no one is like trying to show you.
no,
Hey.
I looked because the lady looked. So the lady that was filming me, she looked there and smiled. Then I looked, I'm like, oh my God.
And you're like,
You know, like, I didn't think that it was gonna be like that.
Yeah.
Firstly, yeah, man, they tricked me. I was like, even after hugging him, like I cried,
you showed all the emotions, and that's like.
Oh,
yeah,
and I don't even know
feel
why I
it.
cry. Like, I don't want to watch those videos anymore because every time I watch it, I feel like crying again.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
you're reliving those emotions now.
Yeah. Fuck, it's crazy.
Dang, because I mean, like, even when I saw that, same time I reposted it, and you could just tell in terms of like how it felt, and like also with everyone who knew your story, and like that moment, what it signified. You could just tell, like, it's crazy. Like this was supposed to happen, and like you can just tell how you're feeling at that point.
Even now we're talking about, like, like, it's like,
Getting
wow.
goosebumps now.
It's like, you don't understand until, like, like it's one of those, like I was telling you, you have to be there to feel it,
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. For me, in my head, I don't even know why I was saying thank you. He has not done anything over there, but it was just like, to be there, I'm like, thank you,
Damn,
honestly, man, like, I was like, wow, yeah, man. Like when you feel when you meet someone, then you connect straight away with the person. That's how I felt with him, like you connect straight away, you're like, yeah,
We're supposed to be
God
friends.
put us here,
Yeah, for a reason.
like, like you meet your people one day in your life, and like I just felt like, wow, yeah. Then I looked at my manager with like, you lied to me. No. That little bit of disappointment, and also excitement at the same time. You're like, I should have prepared myself if you told me.
Been better, yeah. I could have brushed my hair. I could
have gone to the barber. Yeah, man, it was crazy, man. Honestly. Like,
Nah, that was such a beautiful.
and he
moment,
tricked me again himself. He's a good actor.
I mean, come on.
He's a good actor. Very good. This is him. He's like, okay, show me around your gym. Showed him around the gym. Showed him where I sleep. Everything. Then he's like, just before I leave Themba, I want to take you to meet my friend, my good friend. He's here in Miami. He's very well connected in Miami, and I would like you to meet him before I leave so that he can sort you out when I'm not around, And I'm like, no problem. Then I looked down. I'm like, I'm wearing flops. Is it fine? He's like, don't worry about the flops. Then one of his crew guys said, Dwayne, can I also come so that... Then he's like acting like he's refusing. He's like, yeah, but I wanted to just... Then he's like, Themba, are you okay with it? Then I'm like a kid with a candy. I'm like, I don't care. Then my manager says, DJ, can I come also? They're like, yeah, no problem. If Themba is okay with it. I'm like, no problem, man. This is my man. My manager is my man. Let's go.
Come on now.
Let's go. And I think everybody else knew.
Yeah, obviously.
I didn't know. Because you know what? That week also, that same week, I had my sponsor, the other sponsor, John Rogo. He had already got me a house. And all was left was to sign the papers. And then I messaged my manager. I say, hey, Jason, I got this house from my sponsor, whatever. Then he says to me, brother, send me the contract. Let me read it.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, Jason is taking too long to read this contract. Why?
He's not getting back to me.
He's not getting back to me. Whereas he knew already, and he wanted to,
buy time.
To buy time. He knew what was happening, So he drove in his car, crazy, driving next to Dwayne Johnson, a villager.
It's big ass, huh? It's big ass, not even in person.
You know where I come from? We used to walk 10 kilometers to go watch WWE on a Sunday.
True.
Or a Saturday. Just
10
kilometers to walk. And to go out there, not to watch like this, because we're underage. It's in the bar. The TV was in the bar. So you stand outside on the window. You're not allowed to go inside. You stand outside on the window, and you watch through a corner of the window, and because there's other people watching also. So like to just be able to be next to him, it's a dream come true, for me. And I told him, I had to tell him, I said to him, you know what? I used to walk 10 kilometers to go watch WWE. 2007 when he came back for the thing, with John Cena.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was surreal. Then we got to the house.
Yo, Jay.
Then he's like, yeah, this is my friend's house. But then he was in front of me. Then he got out of the car. He's like, Themba, I'm sorry, man. These people are following us for the thing. But it's okay. Are you okay with it? I'm like, bro, I don't care. I'm fine. He is a good actor. If you can hide things like that from me, you are good. You are good.
Because he's keeping a poker face.
Poker face, bro. He was like, The Rock was keeping a poker face.
No emotions.
He showed no emotions, no nothing. He just said, when you go there to the house, then I got out of the car first, then he was outside drinking his water. And he was like, Themba, I'm so sorry, bro. These guys are following us. Are you okay? Then I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm okay, man. I'm like, I don't. Then he's like, yeah, my friend lives here. Let me get in. And then he yeah, but then again, I was stupid. I should have known that. Why did he pull the code if it's his friend's house? But you're just in the presence of someone.
You're just
great.
going where they're going.
You're in the presence of something great in your life. You're not thinking properly. You're like, then he got into the house. He's screaming the name. I couldn't even remember the name. He's like, John. I can't remember when. Yeah. Then I'm like, I followed him, but as I get in the aircon thing, it had written number 70. It had a 7. Then I said to him, hey, Dwayne, come check here. It's written 7, my lucky number. He's like, oh, really? That's your lucky number? Then you're like, yes, $7. He's like, oh, yeah, man. I was stupid. I didn't look on the thing. It had a thing written, welcome home, Themba. I didn't look. I'm just walking. He's like screaming and calling this person that is not there. Then he's like, yeah. Then he's like, but I saw, as I was walking through, I saw a picture, but like the picture looked, honestly, you know what's funny? Like, if you look on my Instagram, I look at money, I look like I want to be like that guy, Money, thinking of what he's doing for his people. That's what I want to do. So like I saw the picture there. Like, nah, Money is as dark as me too, So I saw a picture, I thought that was, I'm not thinking it's me. I saw a picture, I'm like, that's Sadio Money. So you see here,
Yeah, so you posted this.
Look at those pictures over there, isn't that cool? I saw like Sadio Money.
Yeah, I'm like, I saw like Sadio Money. Then he's like, yeah, can you look at the pictures? And they cool. Then when I went there, then I looked at them, I'm like, that's me. He's like, yes, welcome home. It's your house. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, man, I don't know.
Damn, no ways.
Bro, Miami Lakes. That's where the house is. And man, it's,
Yours.
Man. God,
Damn,
God does wonders. It's like, let me take you around. Took me around. I go upstairs. Nice rooms, man. Nice everything. View. Then he's like, open the drawer. Then I open the drawer. It's like, yeah, you've got like equipment supply whenever you need. Just hit the team up for your Under Armour, the biggest brand, bro. It's crazy. Then there's shoes that look like the ones he was. I'm like, same shoes as you. Then he's like, yeah.
The one he sponsors the UFC. Like
no. There's levels. These shoes are. No, it's not those ones. It's the.
Oh, we're out here.
No. I hope all the other UFC fighters are now not going to say, hey,
look at you differently. Yeah,
you take everything we worked for.
Did you get them for yourself?
Bro, then like I'm like, the same shoes as you. Then he's like, yeah, man, whenever you need anything, just hit me up. He says, come downstairs. Come, open the fridge. Then I open the fridge. There's like these energy drinks. But first thing I was excited to see was the Cheetos. I'm like, oh, the Cheetos. I'm like, yeah, they told me that you like hot flavored Cheetos. That's your cheat meal. I'm like, yeah, I love Cheetos, man. I'm eating the Cheetos like, by the way, Zoa is your new sponsor,
Damn, everything is all happening at once, man.
Everything is all. I didn't get anything. I was just over the moon, my friend. I'm like over the moon. I'm over the moon. Like so many. He's like, come here, Terimana. You see, open here. There's like Terimana there. He's like, I'm like, I don't drink. Oh, like, no, don't worry. It's a sponsorship. Like, it's. I mean, if you come to Mikasa in Miami, you go Terimana. No, like I don't even know. Like who's gonna drink that Terimana? I think probably the coaches and stuff like that. But man, it's a blessing to be alive. It's a blessing to be me. I thank God for everything. What are the chances for me to be in this position? the chances are slim to none. But you know, I'm blessed with this path, and I have to be very grateful of it. It's not my doing. People say you work hard, you deserve it. No, I don't deserve nothing. Like you said, deserve is a big word. You don't deserve nothing. God puts you in places and gives you things that you need, and
at the specific time now.
at specific time and places, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just very grateful that God blessed me with this. And like having to fly back same night to come here, having to be at the airport, everybody just wanting pictures. I'm like, I want to fight. Nobody was doing this. Now, like, bro. Then I get to Abu Dhabi. I just posted a picture of me in Abu Dhabi. You know, these sheiks are like, you know, the sheiks, the people high up there in Abu Dhabi, started messaging me, saying to me, "Where are you?" You know, like everybody just wants now a piece of, you know. I mean, I understand where people are coming from. They just want to, you know, help as well and be part of the story. You know, it was crazy. Like now, like my life has completely changed. Like it's me to mess it up if I want to, but you know, like my life has completely changed. Like even here in Zimbabwe, the biggest bank here in Zimbabwe, one of the biggest banks, Stanbic, is like reaching out to say, "Hey, we need you for our adverts." Before they would have never done that, you know. I was supposed to be now flying to Abu Dhabi. They wanted free accommodation, free flights to go do for this World Championship. You know, I have not won a championship in UFC. I'm not like. On Sunday, apparently, I was the front cover for every newspaper all around the world. Maybe not in South Africa, but I was, no, legit. Like I was in front page of every newspaper around the world. It's just very,
It's overwhelming, man.
bro. Like it's very, not overwhelming. It's very, very, very scary. Like it's like, you know, yeah. It's like, wow.
To process it like now, like how everything is happening now.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like it's really, really, really is crazy for me.
Who was the first person you told when you realized you got a house? Who was the first person you
My
shared
wife,
news with?
obviously.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to that. So like, are you moving the family?
She cried, man. Then you know what I like mostly about this whole thing. You know, it sounds funny and stuff like that, but you know, my wife told my daughter, she's 6, she can understand things. Then my daughter said, "I think God is blessing us because we suffered a lot."
Damn.
And for her to be 6 and saying this, you know, and you know, like people don't know what happens behind the closed doors, you know, like I've been struggling, you know, but you know, I don't walk around like my problems, you know, there's things that have been happening, you know, that people don't know about, you know, and my wife told me that my daughter said that, you know, that, hey, I think God is blessing us now because we've been suffering a lot, and it's life, man, it's life. I'm here now, and yeah, we're moving to Miami, darling. And we'll be going after this goal full time now. Trust me, my friend. I worked hard before.
Now we're gonna see a new whole chapter now.
Now, bro, even now, like while I'm here, I'm ordering ice baths for the house to stay at the house. Like every morning, I'm gonna get a sauna too for the house. Like, you know, I'm gonna get everything in place to make sure I get to become what I want to be, you know. I mean, who knows what happens, you know. A fight is a fight. What happens in the future is what God knows, you know. But I have to increase my chances of becoming what I want to be. So I made sure, okay, what are my struggles? Normally the recovery. I train hard by my recovery. Okay, cool. I'll get the ice bath. So I got this plunge thing that is coming there. I got like, I'm setting up everything while I'm here, sending up, buying and sending. By the time I arrive, everything starts. No internet. No social media much, you know. I mean, I will probably have to get somebody. I mean, I'll still run my own social media, but honestly, like, I will not have time. Probably I'll leave the phone at home.
Because you just focus on the goal now.
Yeah, probably on the weekends is the only time I will have. So, like, I want to set a rule on myself now. Social media, my phone only on the weekends. Like Instagram, from Friday after training to Sunday. Other than that, I'm not going there.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously you have to do business as well, you know, for the sponsors and stuff like that. But my brother, when I get there, I will work hard. I'm very motivated, you know. Like even with him, he says to me, you know, it's motivation for you, it's motivation for me. You know, it was a great day to see you, Themba, and it was motivation for you, motivation for me. And for a guy like Dwayne Johnson to say that to me, it just means a lot, you know. And I have so much support right now that, you know, it overweighs any negative situation that can try to come my way. Obviously, I'm human. If I stumble upon some negativity, I might respond or react. But I'll work on that as a person. And my goal now is to become the waterweight champion, and I will become the waterweight champion when that's in God's hands. Control the controllable. He said that. You'll see when the video comes out. Themba, this is to you for working hard and controlling the controllable. You know, you can control what you can control in life. You know, I would just go out there and work my ass off. Be able to look myself in the mirror and say, I gave it my absolutely all. I'm not gonna be like many other people, you know, that blow away their opportunities because of being famous.
Yeah.
Like I don't even see that, but I see like, you know, like people think that now you are famous. Yeah, I understand. People can see me, like even now when I take you now to Mumbai or whatever, like bro, I get mobbed now in Zimbabwe. Yeah, like the other day I went to the other gym, tried to train. I couldn't train because like everybody's asking a picture after picture. Yeah, to a point where you sound rude and you're like, hey, let me train first.
Okay.
You know. By having that said, you know, it's a little bit overwhelming. I'm not, but at the end of the day, I have to control it and be able to work so hard and not get distracted by this thing because, hey, trust me, now, even in the DMs, like, in my DMs,
Who's in the DMs? Show us in the DMs.
oh no, I'll be honest. Like, you know, like there's good people and bad people, and there's people that, you know, that want to come when you are there shining. You know, like we are boys, right? We are boys.
Yeah.
Let's say 10 years ago you message some, you know?
Okay.
Some are now replying to the messages from 10 years ago. Hey, yeah.
I'm trying to be in touch now.
No. Hello. He says, I'm just wondering. I thought about that. I had no time for social media anymore. No. I had no time for social media.
Like, yeah.
You know, you getting those type of people now, you know, and these like ladies and say, hey, are you married? I just want to offer you to be your wife. I'm like, I'm married, man, happily. And also I'm not gonna be like those other athletes that blow out their chances because of instant gratification.
Yeah.
Trust me, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna work so hard and focus on fighting. I've got a beautiful wife. I mean, even though you have not seen her, yeah, she's quite beautiful. I have got a beautiful life now. It has been beautiful too. Beautiful family. I just have to have that peace here, you know, to complete my story. This movie has to be complete. It's a movie. My life is a movie, and I'm the main actor. God is the director.
Steering.
Yeah.
Steering. Midnight steering.
You know.
What's the title of the movie called?
The Cinderella Man. The Cinderella Man. You know? I mean, we'll see when we get there. But, you know, like I said to you, my life is already a movie. I'm the main actor and God is the director. You know, that's how I see it. That's how my life is. And I hope people enjoy the show.
Damn, Themba, I don't think there's any other way to top it off. I feel like you've said it all.
Yes, sir.
And you continue to be an inspiration, man. You know, like it's really, even for me, like seeing the things that you do from even beginning of where we started this journey, you know.
Yeah, honestly, like, you know, that's why I brought you here, because after I lost my fight, you are the only one that came to me and said, can I interview you? You know, coming off a loss, when people come to you and say, can we interview you? It means, I don't know. Yeah. It's a path. God put us here. Look at us now. You know, maybe one day you come and we can now do the whole thing. You know, we can do this whole thing. Let's get up there. Let's work so hard. You know, who knows what the future holds? Maybe we can now become a crew. a team, and then we move together. Get your visa right.
There it is, man. Another knockout episode of Fighting Talk with Themba, the Answer Gorimbo.
Bless you, brother. Thank you.
Oh, that's Fighting Talk.